Hi guys, welcome back to Learn Golf with Cassie and welcome to the new year. It's 2022 and this is time for us to do our annual New Year's resolutions.
It is indeed.
So let's get into it. To recap, last year our resolutions was firstly to get down to an 18 handicap, which I'm now 17, so that's done. Have better improved putting, so between 33 and 36 putts, which I usually do manage, so that's done too. We also wanted to go on the course at least 3 times a month, and we do that quite consistently. And the last one was
breaking 90.
Breaking 90, which obviously I did quite well because I got an 80.
You got an 80, yeah.
But now I just need to do it more consistently.
Yeah, since we got the 80, we've just been around the 90 to 93 mark. But we've got the cold weather, so that's pretty good in this conditions.
Yeah.
So what are the goals for 2022?
We want to be able to get my putting even more consistent.
So what's the number we want for your putting? An average number of putts?
Like 30.
That might be a little bit ambitious.
Between 32 and 35.
Okay, I'd say 32 to 34.
Okay.
Anything over 34 would be regarded as a bad putting day. In order to get that, what do you need to do?
We need to go back to Bay High and just go on their putting greens all day or something like that.
We definitely need to go and do some more, spend time on the putting greens. But what on the course do you need to do to get that?
Oh, I just need to make sure I don't ram it past or leave it too short.
Okay.
I need to give myself 2 putt opportunities.
That's right, 2 putts or 1 putt opportunities. Yeah, we've been recently, I'm doing a video on this in a few weeks' time, looking at your putting, and you drop maybe three putts around, which are really unnecessary, and I think you can save them quite easily. But at the same time, you are making 4, 5 1 putts, which is awesome.
I think it's also partly getting used to the new putter.
The new putters dropped you off a little bit, yeah.
Because I think towards the middle of the year, I was doing quite well.
Yeah.
The putting.
Okay, so that's goal number 1. Putts 32 to 34 average, no more than 34, which means basically not having more than 1 3 putt around if you're going to try and get that number. Yeah. Okay, what's our goal number 2?
To get more consistently below 90.
Okay, and how are we going to do that?
Well, the putting is going to help, obviously.
Okay, the putting's going to help, of course.
And I think just making sure that I don't squirt out any left or right ones when I'm like 100 yards away.
Okay, yeah, I think we're going to need to, if you're going to get down to a lower handicap, which you absolutely will, we've got to make sure we don't try and jump into the shot and squirt it out right. That's the one that's been happening recently. It's not devastating, but it just takes you from the middle of the green to the edge of the green.
And it's just it goes from par to potentially a double bogey, so.
Yeah, I think if you check out the video we do for New Year's, you dropped about 3 doubles from really par chance opportunities. And that's where we're going to be scoring better, hopefully, for next year. So yeah, we're going to just, that's going to be a technical type thing. We're going to make sure we stay in our posture a little bit longer and swing round to the left a little bit more rather than jumping up at strike, something we've been working on the previous year anyway. Okay, so that's number 2. Number 3?
Number 3.
Have we got a number we want to put up onto for our handicap by the end of next year?
I think getting below 15 would be good.
Okay, so how low, but how much below 15?
Like
last year you went from 24 down to 17 now.
That's 7. So would I have to get down to 10?
I don't think necessarily, but
I think 13.
Okay, I think 13's a good number. So how much over on a 72 handicap would that be? 85. So that means regularly around the 85 mark. That's not far away. You've made 90, 91, 92 in the middle of the winter.
Yeah, but it's just, I think it depends on the putting, and the short game's really important.
Short game's important. So I think the fourth goal is to really hone in on your short game. Your short game's been awesome. I'm going to be showing some videos in the tournament, but we want to get the chipping to be tighter.
I reckon, but because that's usually when I'm playing with you. When I'm playing with other people, it's less. Sometimes I have a few more duffs. So like when I was playing with a few of my friends, I made it 96 because I just had a few chips that just didn't get close enough or went over the back of the green or something like that.
Okay, so you being able to make these shots independently,
It's really
making those decisions, because if we're going to be playing more competitions, hopefully COVID allowing, we'll get you out on the course in some more competition. Short game, we're going to work more on the short game. We're going to do a whole bunch of videos on short game and leaving you those chips right up tight where it's a tap in rather than a 4 or 5 footer, because you're getting the 4 or 5 footers but you're finding it difficult to convert them regularly enough. You do a lot of good putts, and then if you're in there at 3 feet, they'll go in more consistently.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to spend time with you on your short game, chipping especially. Pitching, you're really quite good. Okay, any more goals?
I think that's pretty good. I just don't want to get any OBs or anything like that.
You've been pretty good at reducing the number of 7s and 8s, haven't you?
I got quite a few the other day.
Yeah, but how many pars did you have that day?
6.
Okay, so it kind of offset itself, but yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't have like a massive score, but it was definitely not as low as it could have been without those 7s and 8s.
Yeah, I think your driving those been pretty good in the last year. I think the driving is in a good shape. Your irons and striking of the ball is in good shape. We can make sure we don't have that one where we pop it out to the right because we jumped into the shot. Mm-hmm. Technically, we've just got a few tweaks, but it's about making choices and the correct choices on the course now.
Right.
I'm going to set you a couple of goals as well, so let's switch you over. So for Cassie, yes, I'm going to set her the goal of breaking 80 this year. She did it almost in 2021, so we know she's got the game to do it. If she doesn't break 80, that's fine as well, but I think she can. So it just means making some more putts, which we've got as our goals, and it means making some more chips, getting closer to the greens to have easier tap-ins, and making sure we keep the big numbers off our scores. If you've watched us all year, you'll see that Cassie's quite regularly making birdies. She makes maybe one every couple of rounds. I think over the next year she'll probably make somewhere near 1 a round, and pars wise she's often got about 4 or 5. In the coming years she'll be around 6 or 7 pars, so it's really a matter of just keeping the big numbers off, and we've seen she can go to 80 when the weather gets a little bit better in the summer. Hopefully she can make something really good, but if she doesn't, that's cool as well. All right, best of luck, Cassie.
Thank you.
For 2022.